enjoyed the senior bomb squad in our last session. Now it's time to get back to work. And we've laid out already 2 of the 3 parts of the swing. The first is the connection, second is the rotation, and the third one yet to be laid out is the all-important snap, where the hips throw the bat head into the ball. Now you notice that we've laid these out in a static manner. And we did that because as recreational players that don't fully understand the motions, we actually have to break it down. And this teaches us to get a good step, to bring our hands back, use the bungee cord to keep it tight, lead on back. The rotation teaches us not to chase with the upper body. The upper body stays locked to the lower body. We don't want to chase the head. We want our hips to lead the swing. And in fact, we want to pretty much ignore our upper body. And when we start to combine those 2 static motions together, as we take our step, we want to start to come ahead enough so that we feel our weight start to come off this back leg right at the time that we're rotating our hips open and throwing our hips open. And every pro, I just came back from Softball Magazine spring training and like every other year where I've interviewed pros and talked to them, they get the feeling that the hips are throwing open against the front leg. So they're simply letting themselves come ahead and then they're throwing their hips open. And this leg, of course, is a brace, and what you'll feel is this lead leg locked back as you snap the hips open. But rather than pushing off the foot the entire time like a lot of rec guys do, we want to get an initial push off the foot, but we want to really feel like this rear hip is throwing open. Like you have a fist right here and that's punching around. We want to feel that the hips are being thrown open against a front brace leg. And so if you start to combine them together and add a tempo, the tempo should start out real nice and easy because the tempo allows us to have better timing. And by tempo, I mean when we start out doing it, you have time to get to that connection and that good position as you step forward. And as you step forward and you land, you'll feel yourself start to come off the back leg. Right as your front foot's coming down, you'll feel yourself coming off that back leg. And you start out with maybe a 5% effort, real nice and slow and easy. Because you can make up your timing here. You can slow down or speed up. But if you start out real slow and easy, it's a lot easier to explode once you land on that front foot. And the hips have to throw open. You have to get the feeling of the hips throwing open because that is what really supplies the power and consistency in a rotational swing. And you can just hear the bat whip. To throw the bat head through the ball shows us that the hips are the key, they're the most important thing. Once we get the hips down and spend most of our time working on drilling this, you're going to find that you won't have to spend nearly as much time working on snapping the wrist and throwing the bat head because they're well on their way because the hips are throwing at such a dynamic and fast motion.
All right, go ahead and get over that. I'm good. Well, hell, it's only start short now. I'm not saying that, you got me on that. I'll give you that.
Right there?
Yeah.
I know what was that.
It was 2 or 3 weeks ago.
There again, just throwing the hips, leaving those wrists and the palm down, palm up, and throwing them through the ball, right?
That's what I believe.
And that's fluid.
Thanks, Bogey. That's what I'm thinking.
Bad back at all.
It loosened up. I sprayed some cryoderm on it.
Well, this is Bogey.
Solid.
Get off me. What's Puma missing this weekend, huh?
He's
missing Wendy's. I know that.
More for us to eat.
That's right. He's definitely missing curly fries.